Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I just want to let you know, while you're here, that they, after 37 films, they did it and they made the best Godzilla film ever made. Post-war Japan is at its lowest point when a new crisis emerges in the form of a giant monster baptized in the horrific power of the atomic bomb. Godzilla -1 is one, see what I did there, of the best movies of the entire year. Maybe of the last decade. I don't know. It is so good. I left the theater speechless. Am I overhyping this movie? No. I'm not overhyping this movie. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna dive right into these giant lizard kaiju cheeks in just a moment. But let me just talk to you guys for a moment. Let me just talk to you for a minute.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Yeah. Shut up, I'm talking.
Because I think that this movie is very important. So, I didn't grow up on Godzilla. I know a lot of people grew up on Godzilla, but I did grow up watching different and loving different Godzilla movies. My favorite when I was a kid was Godzilla vs. Gigan. I had a VHS tape of it, watched that shit all the time. Loved Godzilla vs. Gigan. I also really like Godzilla 2000 and Godzilla Final Wars. And I do really like the 2014 Godzilla movie directed by Gareth Edwards. I think it's really good. My only problem with it was that they killed the only interesting character in the movie and had us follow a boring white military man. And I just didn't care. And that's what I want to talk about with this movie. The characters. We've all seen a Godzilla movie, right? We've all seen one. We all know what all the fuss is about. There's a big monster going through the city, tearing house, ripping ass, just messing stuff up, just, punching buildings, stomping on people. The whole thing, and we like it. We love that shit. We eat it up like it's a Thanksgiving dinner. We love it, and it's good. And we like seeing Godzilla stomp on people. And we like seeing Godzilla punch buildings. But let me raise you something. What if, just what if we cared? What if we cared? What, hear me out. Just hear me out. What if, what if we, actually cared about, the people? You know those weird little guys running around that Godzilla's stomping on? What if, we gave a shit about them? This takes place in a post-World War II Japan. They're rebuilding, and just as they're rebuilding, this monster just comes out of the ocean and just, knocks them back. It's tragic, and it's brutal, and it's hard to watch. I didn't expect this movie to really harken back to what made that original film a classic. You can make a monster movie, right? And you can have a monster destroy a city, and you can watch that and be entertained by it. But what makes the classic monster movies of old so good is that monster that's destroying something, it's not just a big monster destroying things. That monster stands for something. It represents something. Godzilla, it represents the destruction of the atomic bomb. And you bring that back again in Godzilla -1. It's not, Godzilla isn't just a giant lizard monster destroying a city. He represents, so much more. It's been so long since we've had a Godzilla movie that really reminds us of what made Godzilla so great in the first place. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he shoots lasers out of his mouth, but what made him so popular in the first place is all of the subtext behind him. It's so powerful. You forget how powerful it is when you're just like drowned with movies like Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla versus Kong, and now the upcoming Godzilla X Kong, which looks like it'll be entertaining and nothing else. You know, this movie is just like so good. I cried so many times in this movie. Just the arcs, the character arcs are just incredible. There are pairs of characters that like at the beginning of the movie are in one spot and at the end they're in a completely different spot. They're almost like their relationship is completely changed, and it's not forced. You don't notice it. It just happens, and at the end of the movie you're like, oh my god, these people hated each other at the beginning and now they love each other. And it's so touching. And the fact that most of this movie you follow a family, you know, like a found family. They're not like your normal like family. It's not a wife and daughter. It's a family that was like found and brought together through the ashes of post World War II Japan. And it's really beautiful. And you really care about them. But by the end of this film, you don't want to see them go. You don't want to see them get hurt. You don't want to see Godzilla step on them. You really fucking care about them. It's so good. And that writing, that excellent writing, and those excellent characters are pulled off beautifully by the actors is just boosted up tenfold by the visuals of this movie, which are fucking phenomenal. This movie had a $15 million budget. $15 million. That's less movie. Definitely not less movie. This movie has a lot more movie than like a lot of blockbusters coming out today. That's a lot less money than like the David Gordon Green Halloween trilogy, you know? And they're able to pull off visuals like this, you know, stuff that's just like breathtaking. Had my jaw on the fucking floor. But like most modern blockbusters today have $200 million budgets. $200 million budgets. Some even more. This movie has $15 million. And it blows me away. This is some of the best Godzilla imagery of all time, I think. There were so many shots in this movie where I'm like, that's iconic. Okay, now that's iconic. That's iconic. Am I watching like the birth of like a modern classic? What's happening? I don't know what's happening. I don't know where I am. I am on another level right now because this movie blew me away. I love this movie so much. I can't wait for it to come out on 4K because that's gonna look so freaking good. It's gonna look so good on 4K. And I just want to watch this movie over and over and over again because it gave me so many things that I loved. I just like at the end of this movie, I just wanted to go back in the theater and watch it again. The amount of just emotional satisfaction you get from watching this movie is just so good. It's just this is what I needed. This movie is what I needed in life, and it's what I needed right now. And I love it so much. I need more of this. We need to make more movies like this movie because this has everything you could ever want from it. It has amazing characters, it has an incredible story, amazing visuals, great action, and just like all around, you leave this theater, you don't leave the theater feeling down in the dumps, you leave this theater feeling elevated and excited and like hopeful, and just this movie gives you everything you want from a theater experience. This is one of the best theater experiences I think I have ever had. So yes, you need to see this movie. Everyone needs to see this movie. Thank you so much for watching. I can't thank you enough for watching my videos. If you like this video and you want to see more, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you hit that subscribe button, feel free to hit that bell icon so you can be notified of my next upload. I got plenty of fun stuff coming up. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, hope to see you around. See ya.